Hi, this is Lori, and you're watching GLP-1 Journey in Review. Today, I'm doing a video in my interview series where I talk to people about their weight loss journey. And today, we're lucky enough to also have a YouTuber, a fantastic rising YouTuber. So we're going to also talk about that. His channel will be linked down below in the description. So when you're done with this, please go check out his channel, like and subscribe. And if you find this useful at all, please hit that like and subscribe button. I want to remind everybody that I am not a healthcare provider. My guest is not a healthcare provider. We're just talking about what works for us. So, Del, why don't you introduce yourself?
All right, I'm Dale. I need to point out I've seen I'm not as clever as some of your other interviewers. So, what I was going to say, my name is Dale. Yeah, I'm 48 years old. My BMI was 47, blood pressure high. I got mental health problems. And what else? Yeah, so my weight was 19 stone, 3 pound. Now, I don't know if you know what you use stone.
14 pounds or so?
14 pounds. So technically, I can't calculate it, but I've lost, we'll say, 15 pounds in the last month.
Wow, that's
So that's the
fantastic.
best I can say. Yeah. So, but I was pretty fat. I mean, still am, but um, as I say, I can't work. The doctor won't let me. He thinks I'm crazier than I am, but I don't know. Maybe I am. But yeah, I have had bipolar for a while. I've also got a mood disorder, which doesn't make sense because bipolar is, I don't know. But yeah, so the channel I've got with the community, I know the Manjaro is helping in the exercise and eating better, but I'll be honest with you, the Manjaro community, there's something special about it, and it really has helped me along. I feel like if I don't do what I say, I'm letting people down. But yeah, I mean, is there? By the way, thanks for inviting me on. I feel privileged for you to have asked me.
Pleasure.
So yeah, I really appreciate that. I didn't think I'd be big enough or anything or important enough to be doing this, so I really appreciate it. So
Channel Manjaro Journey will be linked again. So please, it's a fantastic channel, great support,
yeah.
and good information. And one thing that really surprised me the most is how funny Dell is.
Well, I am the best looking YouTuber out there,
Absolutely, of course.
so yeah, um, I was going to say is if you watch my channel, a lot of people be giving out advice. I've noticed I'm not good at giving out advice because I don't know as much as everyone. In fact, it was actually my comments and supporters and subscribers and other people are still giving me information that I've done my research, but how is it? I'm still learning. So I just talk about what I've done, what I'm doing, and if anyone benefits from it, that's great. But I see people giving out advice, and you should do this, should do that, and I'm like, that's great, but I'm not able to because I'm not clever enough. So yeah, that's
You are. You don't give yourself enough credit.
I'm good looking. That's all that matters.
So tell us a quick story about your beard.
Right. So two things, right, is that one, because I'm losing the weight, my face was quite fat. I mean, I used to have cheekbones and nice jaw sort of thing. And, when you look at yourself every day and you start losing weight, you don't notice maybe. And I'm thinking if I can lose, which would be 28 pound, which will be, that is still not low enough, but if I can lose 28 pound, um, I'll shave it off and see if I notice the difference. Now, I probably would have shaved it off by now, but I've been saying it to subscribers and all that. And so they're going to give me a hard time about it. You know what I mean? But I keep saying but again, I've done it before and it's driving me mad. I've grown beards before, but this is really getting big. But I'm sticking to my guns. But again, I want to see if I've got, you can tell if I've lost weight because I don't want to not notice. Basically, it's that. So that's what the beard. But
Heard
it
you say
drives
that 17 stone was the magic number to shave it. Now,
that is,
do
and
you
I'm
hit 17 stone or do you have to be 17 stone zero?
Yeah, 17 stone 0. No, 17 stone 1, 2, 3, 17.
Okay.
I, I was going to tell people I've hit 17 stone now and shake it off, but no, I'm sticking to it. So everyone's giving me a hard time if I this says, some people say this looks good. I'm like, no, it don't. Also, you see, I've got grey. Yeah, it's weird that when it's short, you barely see it. So it's another reason for me to get down to so I can look a bit younger than I am. Which I'm 48 now.
The beard is probably a pound of weight in itself.
I know, right? Do you know what I noticed? Something else I was making a mistake on. So I use my camera or my phone when I'm weighing myself to look down on the numbers, right? And then I realized my phone weighs about £2 alone, so I better not do it, so I have to move it off and put it back on, So yeah, I was doing that for ages, thinking, but I must have lost some. But I will say, when I first started 2.5, it was more of a placebo, but it didn't do anything but put me to sleep for nearly 2 weeks. I even missed doing a video, all that, but I never had the food suppression. And I put weight on. That was a bit of a downer, but once I hit 5, it started working temporarily, but I've lost a lot and I've been doing it myself, losing the weight myself. It's been tough, but it's like you've done it, you've got to keep going. Like, as I said, I can't say any more about the community that they have been motivating me. I get loads of messages and some of them kick my ass. And I put away that chocolate and don't do this. Come on now, you can do it. And I'm like, nobody tells me what to do, but I actually like it, So yeah. So that's really much about me. I have 2 dogs who drive me mad, 2 cats. I didn't want any animals. Not that I don't like animals. It's just I didn't have time when I first got them. And now I wouldn't do without them. But yeah, so they're my company. I live alone. I've been on my own. I don't go out much. Something happened to me about 4 or 5 years, and we still don't know. I just went to bed one day. It was actually around January as well, and I didn't get up for 4 months. 4 months. I just closed the blind. I walked the dogs, went toilet, had food, back into bed, slept, and we don't know. Doctor think it was some kind of breakdown, but I mean, how? So yeah, I was a single dad. Or I had a little baby and I brought him up myself and I didn't even know how to look after myself. So that was tough, but he's 23 now and he's old enough he still drives me mad. But so I don't know, I was working long hours. I don't know, because I've been doing it all my life. What changed? But yeah, I just went to bed. I was doing my bathroom, felt tired, went to bed. 4 months. And I'm obviously picked up about it, but as I've over the time since then, and I've put weight a lot, over really quickly put a lot of weight on, like a lot, to the point where it's dangerous. The doctor's saying, don't think you'll see 50. Really don't. He goes, if you get a pain in your chest, don't ignore it. He goes, even a small going call, like, all right. He goes, now you have diabetes, which you caused yourself, or you told you're like, what are you talking about? I was uneducated. I knew it wasn't good, but I was like, well, I have no friends. They're fine. Well, then he said, we need to go check your feet. And I was like, what are you checking my feet for? He goes, well, they can fall off. I went, what? Because diabetes, it's bad. Because your eyes, and I've noticed my eyesight, one eye is bad one day, the other eye is bad next day. And I was like, oh, shit. I really was stupid, So yeah, I've got all these things. He said he recommended Ozempic and Manjaro. Now, he can't give it to me. So I have to get it myself. That's fine. But I do feel a lot better in myself. I've been out. I love movies. And I wouldn't go to the cinema. I just don't want to be around people. Well, I've been twice the last few weeks, and a lot of them is to do with the community again. Give him, come on, go and see it. Big Superman fan. New Superman came out on Friday, and I was like, 9 a.m. I was there, and I didn't care. I was hoping for better, but it's still good. Anyway. I know it's a kind of a new one, but loads of people are liking it. But I'm super critical. Superman theory, change
I
anything,
heard
I'm angry.
Christopher Reeve's son does a cameo in it.
He is, yeah. He's a reporter on it, and I think he's a reporter in real life as well. So yeah,
Interesting.
so it was good.
You
But
ve- you've been very open about your mental health issues, and how has that affected your GLP-1 journey?
well, first of all, it's going to sound crazy, but nobody I know, apart from two close friends, know I have the channel. I was super, what's the word, private about it because I don't like attention over it. I don't want to feel sorry for me. I just don't like it. And I get embarrassed about it too, especially if I've got weight. When people do see me, they're like, bloody hell, you've put a lot of weight on. And where's the crazy, wild, happy person you were? And I'm like, mm. So it's funny, when I first started the channel, if anyone I knew found out about it, I would have shut the channel down completely, gone. But how it's affecting my mental health is at the moment is I feel better in myself. I have down days. I had one last week, but not as bad as usual. And I'm able to pick myself up. Community again. They come on now, you'll be all right. But my down days aren't as bad as usual. And I feel when you start losing the weight, even though I still have the bipolar, I see the signs. But I do think with the last few weeks and my new friends, I feel better. I feel like even though I didn't think I was alone, I feel like I was then. Now I know I was, and now I don't feel that anymore. So yeah, I've met some really great people like yourself, and it's 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 still an ongoing process, but I feel really good these days. Even when I felt a bit bad last week, I still able to get up and walk the dogs and get on with it just the way it is. So yeah, I'm exercising a lot. And obviously exercises really help your mental state as well. And having cold showers, which are so hard, but yeah, those help. Cold showers wakes you up. So yeah,
They
that's
do
how
have
it's great.
studies that the GLP-1 is helping with mental health. I mean, they're very preliminary and very early studies, but it's a good sign.
It is. I mean, again, losing the weight is great. Community, when you lose weight, you do start feeling better anyway. But even before, when I wasn't losing the weight at the first and I put weight on, I was still, I'm going to do it. So, it helped in that way. And even though I'm on 7.5 now, even though it's not quite working at the moment, I'm still doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm still doing it because I feel good enough to be doing it, not turning to the binge eating. I'm still going for it. I'm going on 10 next week.
Uh,
I do need that food suppression,
some
because
people don't
I'm worried
like
about,
the highest doses.
yeah, I mean, I did for the first 2 weeks on 7.5, but it's worn off, and but I'm still eating good. So the Manjaro has really got me to the point where I haven't binged eat. I did a couple of naughty things last week, yeah, because I was feeling down.
Yeah,
And I thought, oh no, by the end of the week it was going to be heavier, and I don't want to tell people that on my video. And then I realized at the end of the week, even though I was eating rubbish, I wasn't eating as much as, like, instead of a pizza, I'd eat half of it. I didn't pay. So on Friday, I'd lost weight. I was like, it's not possible. But yeah, I did. So yeah, it feels good. So yeah, it's great.
that's great because this is a journey, and really, as far as I'm concerned, no food is off limits. I just don't have that pizza every week like I used to. I try to have it only once a month, and like you said, smaller amounts, because
Mm.
I mean this is our way of life. And if somebody told me, "Oh no, you can't have pizza or you can't have chocolate for the rest of your life," I know that is not going to last.
Yeah, no, I know. Um, but it's all right to treat yourself within moderation. I will say though, I've seen your previous pictures, yeah,
Mhm.
and you have had an amazing turnaround. You look great. I mean, not saying you didn't anyway, but like you must have really like. And there's something else I need to point out, and I really mean this. People need to pay attention. Is that the Manjaro isn't a miracle drug like I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
You know, we still have to work at it. It ain't simple. People go, it's the cheat, and I'll give them a slap. But what I'm saying is that we still have to work at it. You know, it's not easy. It suppresses the food thing, but we still got to do the work, try and
Absolutely.
get your weight down, do a bit of exercise because you lose muscle, you know, and, you know, I don't want to lose muscle too and all those things, you know, so yeah, you still have to put in the work. So if anyone who's watching and thinking about doing it, it's not a cheat. It's just a tool, but you still have the other tools you need to use, you know. That's what I
So
feel.
how has this helped with your diabetes? Have your numbers gone down?
I don't know. I don't know. So I haven't gone to the doctor about it, and he's always pestering me. The reason why is he wanted to give me. I am not on medication for it. I'm still new to having it. He wants me to get it down. I haven't been able to. Blood pressure high and all that, but I feel like if I go to the doctors now and it's still high, he's going to start giving me medication that I can't come off of. And I might lose it all too, and I might not need it. So I'm going to give it another month because I'm on so we'll say 3 months. I'm on it about 2-ish. So I'm going to give it another month, go to him. And if it's reduced, I'll say, right, let me continue reducing it without giving me more medication. Every time I call him, it just gives me more medication. If I call him, I got a sore toe. He's like, here's more medication. It's like, come on, this can't be everything about it. But yeah, so I feel like it's down because I didn't realize how you feel until you don't feel it anymore. You know, like the fatigue all the time. Do you think I might have sleep apnea? I don't know. Fatigue, all these things, food and fatigue, blood pressure, it's all connected. But I don't feel those things as much now, and I feel better in myself. So it has to be down. Even my BMI has to be down. Remember, you said your BMI is 47. I was like, so what's that? That means nothing. I don't know what been all that. And you guys said at least 800, right? It's like, no, just because I'm only 5'6". And you know Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson?
Mm-hmm.
He's 6'5", and I weighed heavier than him. Do you know what I mean? He's a big guy, you know, so I put it like that. I get it, you know, so I'm on it. So yeah, I'm really happy with myself, and I'm happy. YouTube didn't expect it to go off, cause, like, you know, 'cause who am I, like, you know? It's not huge, but it's done all right. Like, I'm just about on the verge of being monetized in about 10 subscribers from now, you know? Like, who would knew, you know? Like, I didn't think anyone would be that interested. Started as a diaries sort of thing to myself, and I never really open about stuff for my mental health, and I'm able to communicate about it, and I don't feel so closed up. I will say though, if any friend that I know from where I'm from, because I'm a bit of a tough area, and I was a bit of a tough guy when I was young, because I know I'd do it to them, so I just feel embarrassed, but I feel like I'm at the point where no, I'm kind of proud of myself now. So no, if they do find out, so what? No, but first, no.
This medication actually does give you some self-confidence.
Yeah,
One of the things
it
that
does.
surprised me.
Yeah. So as I said, it's done so much for me. People, I noticed this though, and I think it's really important. Again, a lot of people are jumping on Jaro because they're desperate to lose weight, and I get it. A lot of people are jumping on it without really making sure they should or can, you know, contacting a GP saying, look, this, and this. I know people are jumping on it, and I spoke to a lady the other day, and she's having really bad headaches, but she suffers from chronic headaches. Because you need to speak to you should have speak to GP about it, stuff like that. You know, really check yourself out. I was ringing him every 5. You sure? You sure? You know, I'm kind of paranoid like that, but he was like, got to do something. He told me all the side effects. He goes, it could go bad. It could be this, because you got to balance things out, because you might not see 50. Really, he really means it. He goes, it's bad. He goes, you put on too much. You might not see this. You can have a stroke, heart attack. He goes, any minute. He goes, feel pain. You got to call ambulance. But you got to balance it out, which is the worst evil. But apart from that, side effects. my only side effect was sleeping, tired. I haven't been so much since. I know people have nausea and pains and diarrhea and constipation. Nothing, just that.
Oh, that's
So
great.
it's brilliant.
So
Yeah,
you're over in the UK, correct?
I'm in London, Wembley.
Okay, so like it's a little bit different in the US, and I just want to go over some of the differences. Uh,
Yeah,
we have the name brand, and I'll use Zepbound, 'cause
yeah, I know.
Zepbound and Manjaro,
Yeah,
and it's a single dose pen. Not like you, I think you guys have the quick pen, which is what, 4 doses?
yeah, four, yeah, four.
And I know for a 1 month supply, if you don't have insurance and you want name brand, it's around $1,200.
Really,
I don't know if
really.
it is. I have an idea of what it is.
Oh yeah, I can tell you. At the moment, I'm paying £135, which to you would probably be 170 maybe dollars. Roughly, it's only gonna. I know it's about 20-30 pound on ours per number, but when I go up to 10, oh yeah, sorry, if I go up to 12, it'll go up £10 more, which isn't the worst in the world, you know. But I have heard in the US it's really expensive, and I've heard in Australia it's ridiculous. It's like thousands or something like that. I don't know, but I spoke to a lady who's in my Facebook group. I speak to more, and she said, I felt sorry for her. She said, her insurance won't pay for I think 10 or something. She was going on 10, they won't pay for it. And she goes, like, she really needs it. And she goes, like, the expense of it again. So, like you were saying, yeah, you know, it's and you know, these pharmaceuticals, they know what they have, and they know everyone's running out to get it. So, there's a shortage over here too. Not the worst, but my doctor was saying all these people, these TikTokers and all that, who are already skinny, they're just taking it so we can look at what I'm doing, you know, and get skinnier. But it's quite easy to get, if you know what I mean. So yeah, you can lie on. When I was asked about what I have, and when I was doing like an application, I could have lied. Well, I didn't need to, but they didn't matter if I had, you know. So you know, so yeah, I'm sorry to hear for you guys over there, because there's probably a lot of people who are struggling out there, and they could really do with it, you know. And
Absolutely. And when we were in shortage, they let the compound companies create like a generic version, and they were selling that between $200 to $400, depending on which one you used, for a month, which I'm still using that because my insurance won't pay for it. And now they're trying to get that to go away, saying it's not in shortage. So,
right.
like, we're kind of at a standstill as to how a lot of us are going to get it, because they say 50% of people in the United States are using a compound.
When you say generic, it's like a substitute, right? You mean
It's
like
true
it's a sub?
Zepbound. They're allowed to make the exact same
Oh,
medication
right.
because
Okay.
it's in shortage.
Yeah, sure. All right. I thought like it was just kind of a similar one, but not quite the same. But
It's the same.
okay.
They're allowed
Yeah.
to if it's the same one. And then like
Okay.
Eli Lilly and Novo Nordisk realized how much they're losing. Miraculously, it came out of shortage, even
Of
though like
course.
my wife, who is a diabetic, sometimes we have to wait 4 or 5 days for hers to come in. So,
So you probably have to order it a week before or so. Yeah. All right. So I've still got 1 or 2 doses left, but I'm ordering mine tomorrow. They say give it a week, but it has been coming 2-3 days, so that's
hmm
fine. But you know,
right.
it would be like awful if you went on and there was a shortage and your next dose, because you need it because you're just going to go down again, you know. So yeah, I'm sorry to hear about you miss your wife or girlfriend,
White.
wife. All right, sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about your wife, because that's diabetes as well. You haven't got diabetes, right?
No, just her. As a matter of fact, like we're going to her endocrinologist, I think this week. Uh, they were actually thinking of taking her off all of her medications except for the Manjaro, but then they're afraid if they do that, insurance won't cover it because then, they'll say you're not a diabetic.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Well, I'm not on medication, but I am, It is, I suppose, you know what? Over here, I hate insurances because they're like legal. It's like legal robbery. If you know what I mean. It's like I pay extreme a lot of my insurance for my car. So if I don't crash, do I get it back? No. You know what I mean? It's like free money just so I can drive. Yeah. But insurances, they're looking for ways not to pay you. But it's again like, it's a shame because she obviously needs it. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
it's like, that's why I was saying I don't want to take medication if my doctor gives it to me. Not because of the same reason or insurances. It's just I don't want to keep taking it. And if I go down, I may not need it. But apparently, if you start taking blood pressure tablets and diabetes tablets, you can't really come off them. Do you know if that's true? He said you've got to stay on them.
They just have
Okay.
to be careful.
All right. So I just want to see if I can get down before I have to do it because the amount of medication I'm on stuff for bipolar. I'm on stuff for now depression. I'm on loads of vitamins. But that's choice. But like every time I ring him, he's like, "Yeah, have some more, have some more." It's like, "Oh, stop, no more blood pressure." I'm on blood pressure tablets, but very small dose. Sure, he wants to give me more, but yeah, it's tough for you guys. Again, Australia. I heard it was out of this world for price. Do you know what I mean? So, I mean, surely, I suppose, because people are buying it, so why would they put it down? Do you know what I mean? I suppose, and obviously it's needed. Why, people are buying it, why do you need to put it down? So I don't know why it's that price here. Sorry.
But if we could get them to realize that just giving us the medication now, you know, like as far as me, it's probably preventing me from 5 to 10 years from now getting open heart surgery, which I'm sure would cost a lot more than the 5 years of this medication.
Yeah, sure. Well, we got the NHSE. I'm sure you've heard of it.
Right.
So it's free. I mean, paying taxably, it's free. But the problem is it's overwhelmed at the moment. And if I get sick because they reckon over here, I'm not sure over there, but the biggest killer over here is overweight, heart disease, food basically. And if I do get sick because of the food and all that, they'll probably end up paying thousands and thousands of resources just to get me heart attack or all that. So I think maybe, I don't know, but maybe that's why it's cheaper here because in the long run, it will cost them more.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. Maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe we should check it out. I'll look into it, do a video on it,
I don't know about there, but here the average cost of an open heart surgery is between 500,000 and $1 million altogether in the stay and the rehab and things like that. So it's like
But what would happen if you don't have the money?
there's places that would do it. I mean, if we have no insurance and stuff like that. But again, it's waiting list, and they do try to take priorities. And obviously, they're going to take the person having the heart attack over the person that came in with the migraine. That's kind of
Get
a
it?
no-brainer.
Yeah, sure.
You know,
Yeah,
and basically they write it off, and it becomes an expense. And part of the reason why healthcare is so expensive in the United
yeah, sure.
States.
Yeah, I know. I have a friend who I often do videos with in LA. He does movies, and I join him. And we got to know he's 8 hours behind, but we got to know each other, and we're always talking about different things. But yeah, he was talking about the prices of stuff, and I suppose like sometimes we take the NHS for granted. We'd be moaning at it. Oh my God, I was waiting for so long, and this and that. So you think about it, what you guys got to go through, and if you don't have it, you know. So yeah, sorry, dear, but I really am one of those people who feel bad for other. I'm not just saying that. Like, wow, like your wife. It's like, oh, it's a shame, or maybe I should send some over. I wonder, could you do that?
I compound it. If we can't get hers, I have extra compound and
Okay.
and Even if it was my dose, I would give it to her only because she really needs it for more of a medical reason than
Yeah, of
just
course, of course.
keeping my weight off. Um, that's
Can I ask you a question?
sure, absolutely.
With the weight you lost, how long did it take you to get down like that?
I started my journey, it was December of 2023, and it was January of 2025, uh, when I decided that I was on maintenance and I was happy with my weight. I went from basically 168-ish to 118. And my original goal was going to be like 120, 121. And I'm like, yeah, let's just make it an even number. Let's just make it 60
Yeah.
pounds.
Well, I mean, I've seen your pictures. You look amazing. You do.
Thank you.
And you look healthy as hell. And you probably beat me in a race, you know. So yeah, you look great, and I'm really glad that you're doing good, you know. So it's a curse. It's a curse being heavy, you know. Oh, so my doctor wants to me to be 12 stone, so I could check what the pounds are.
Mhm.
It's quite light, you know, for my height. But the problem to me is that I've always been quite broad and muscular. So even though I'm not now, it just feels like that could be too small for me. I might not look good. I'd like to be 14, you know, because that's when I look the best, you know. But just saying, but I'm
I
getting there.
always tell people it's what you feel comfortable with. I just went out to dinner with some friends last night, and she's on Ozempic, and she got lost like 15 more pounds than where she is now, and she just wasn't comfortable. So, she slowly put it back on and goes, this is where I'm comfortable. My doctor would like me to lose about 10 more pounds, but I just wasn't comfortable. So,
All
it's
right, yeah,
that
I get it, yeah.
what your goal weight is.
Oh, I will be doing the same once I hit 14. If I lose more, fine, naturally, but I'd be content with that. Again, I used to be 14 stone, and all the ladies used to look at me, and I'd look at my muscles. And so 12, I'm in 12. Oh, I used to box 6 years, done Aikido for a year
I
or
used to
so.
box a little bit when I was younger.
Yeah. Oh, I'm talking about a long time ago. So I'm really stupid thing is I know a lot about exercises, so much, and it's surprising. And then when people say that, really, how are you so fat? And I'm like, I know. But yeah. So I know about all those things, but I'm starting to put it together. But yeah, I'm glad you feel comfortable. And if you're happy that way, then you're happy that way. And again, you do look great. Do you know what I mean? Got nice cheekbones and a
Again,
nice
there's a
jawline.
huge difference in your pictures. You're doing a great
Oh,
job.
I know. My son took the picture of the first one, and I said, "All right, we'll take another one. Wear the same." And I was like, "What the hell?" Because yeah, he did because he sees me all the time. He was like,
Hmm.
and that was only 12 or 14 pounds. I think I know this much from exercise and the boxing and all that. When you put a lot of weight on, you lose the first amount pretty fast, because it's all bloatedness. My stomach is never empty because I've eaten more than I'm going to the toilet. So you do lose so much water and all these things, but you get to a point where, all right, now it's getting tough. Now you have to up the game. So I'm thinking 17 stone because it's dropping off now. Yeah, it's great. Get there.
So on your pens, do you use the golden dose?
Oh, so I'm recommended it. So I used it before. Yeah. I was nervous as hell doing it. Really was because I'm here at my own doing. Even when I first I'm here on my own doing it, and then I knew it would save money, even though it's 130. I knew it would save money, and again, I'm not working, so I'm not on a lot. But again, I would have paid for it. So all the advice, they weren't telling me to do it. They were just advising me that they'd done it. There was no problems, and this is how you do it if you want to do it.
Could you explain to the American viewers what the golden dose is? Obviously, I know, but
Okay. All right. So in our pen, we get 4 doses, but there's one left inside, and you can't use that. It just can't get it out. So apparently, it's for priming. for each dose. But I mean, I don't really prime it a lot. I mean, I don't want to waste it anyway, but there's still the same amount inside that little. So a lot of people get, I think, is it a 6 ml needle, and to get another syringe. It's small. I don't know exactly what it is right now, but put it in. They stick it into the jab syringe we got with the Manjaro, and they pull it out. I can't remember, is it 60 ml or something like that anyway? So you take it out, then you've got the golden dose in the new syringe, or I don't know if you call it the syringe over there.
Yes.
You do, yeah. And you literally do what you were doing, or it's just the doctors and the pharmacy says, no, don't do it. You shouldn't do it. So when they say I shouldn't do it, I was nervous, people saying no, because they want you to get another one. That's just for priming. But if there's lines, and if it's still past that line and you take enough out, if it's the number it should be on the syringe, then you're good to go. Then I heard people got sick on it, and people this. I was like, oh no. And I took the chance, and it was fine.
Have you ever taken a half dose?
No, I've been considering it, but I'm wondering, would it work? Would it be good enough?
Yeah,
because it's not working.
This is a half dose.
Yeah, so I heard too. A lot of people are doing it, so you take it every few days, so it keeps it. But I'm not working for me at the moment, so I'm wondering, would that make it, because the strong dose in one go, if that's not working, maybe but I have started taking it every 5 days, only the last 2 weeks, to see if that helps. Not really. So I'm still hungry, I will say I'm not eating, though, as much as I used to. I do feel fuller quicker, so it must be doing something. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Absolutely. Have your taste buds changed at all since you've taken the medication?
No, absolutely not at all. I love everything. Although, I will say I'm enjoying fruit a bit more than I used to, or maybe it's because it's been so long that I tried it. But yeah, I've been enjoying fruit a bit more. Smoothies and stuff like that.
Is that taking care of your sweet tooth?
No, but the more I've not been eating sugar, the more I'm getting used to not eating it. I have been now and again, but instead of having 10 chocolate bars, I've been eating 1 or 2. So that'd be enough for me, and I'm satisfied with that, because you wouldn't believe the amount. And I've got a habit, and I still do. I always eat a bit late. I'm so busy. You'd think, why is he busy? Yeah, it's supposed to sit on your stomach. I come up to bed and I bring a load of candy and everything, because I watch TV in bed, and I'm like that, and it'd be 12, 1 o'clock, and I'm watching a film and I'm still eating it. So that can't be good, even eating that amount, but at that time at night, So yeah, that's all stopped anyway, but still eating maybe 9 o'clock at night, and I'd like to finish at least 8 o'clock the latest. But I'm a busy man doing nothing all the time, so yeah.
My problem with eating late is I work like 14 to 15-hour days, anywhere from 3 to 5 days a week, and it's just the hours that I get home. Then it's
yeah. Do you eat during the day though?
I have, I bring my breakfast and I bring my lunch, and I work in the medical profession, and since the pandemic, we're very shorthanded. So most of the time, like, I'm eating while I'm doing a patient, which isn't the best thing for you.
No.
So I really wouldn't have time to do dinner also. Fortunately, I only live like 5, 6 minutes away from work, but it's 7:30, 8 o'clock at night by the time I get home, and I start at like 5 in the morning. So it's, I actually buy prepared meals, factor meals. I'm sure you guys have something like that, fresh eggs that are
yellow, fresh, and yeah.
Right.
I haven't got those. I've thought about it though.
And they're pretty good. And one thing that I like is, because sometimes I don't think I get enough carbs or enough fat, and this kind of forces you to have that, because it's in the food, and it's, they say these are their GLP-1 menus, which ironically are almost the same thing as their keto menus. But
So there is a GLP-1 menu. Really? There's an actual menu for that.
section, it's, like, they'll show you, they have like
Oh,
pre-dinner.
right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Right. I get you. Yeah.
Uh,
But you see, they reckon the carbohydrates really
they're still
should cut down.
decent. They're like 20-ish, nothing really high. But, it's like
Yeah.
when they give you like potato, you literally get like four little slices of potato or, a little serving
Yeah.
mashed
Yeah.
potato, just enough that you have them,
Yeah.
not enough to overdo it, which I like because it reinforces portion size again.
Yeah.
So I have that on my late days where, I actually enjoy cooking and we eat a lot of fish on days that I don't work. But it's,
Mm.
when I work that late, I don't want to work a 14-hour day, come home, cook, clean, eat, and then basically I have a half an hour before I go to bed, to do it all over again.
Yeah. Well, that's, I understand because with the, I used to work late and I was a truck driver. And every time I stopped at the garage or station, chocolate crap. And I used to get home really late and it was the worst thing. So I understand. I don't eat breakfast. I just never do. But yeah, I get it. Get home late. Now I've got to eat. So if you like yourself, those Hello Freshes, if it's healthy, you get some carbohydrates and all the proteins you need. That's great, because carbohydrates, especially, they say the white, keep away from bread, potato, sugar, and rice and stuff like that, So, yeah, at least you're getting what you need. Again, you look great, so it must be working.
Thank you. Thank you. So, what was your biggest unexpected surprise while you're on the GLP-1 medication? For example, for me, since the food noise is gone, I have like a different clarity in my head than what I used to have because I'm not always thinking about food.
Well, so far, my biggest surprise has been the community, the
Fair
support
enough.
that has helped me so much. I hear other YouTubers, right? Big YouTubers saying, "Oh, leave your thing in the comments." I actually read all of them. I don't care. It's a few hundred. I'll read them and reply to them because they took the time. And it's always positive, never anything bad. And when it is, it's more a positive bad, like, come on, pull your finger out and this and that. And that's been the biggest journey. But the clarity, like you're saying, I get up in the morning and it's like I know what I'm going to do the next few hours before oh, I get up, my brain is clear. Right, you've got to do this, get on your treadmill, you've got to do that, walk the dogs, do this, make a video, edit the video, make your protein shake and all these things. So before it was, I'll walk the dogs tonight and the treadmill, I don't know, and it's I was confused and it's like brain fog, if you get what I mean.
Hmm.
That definitely is a part of what I'm doing. Like even cold showers, I'm putting myself through it. It's clarity. I know what I'm doing. So yeah, I agree. Again, the food noise is still a bit there, but the clarity and the way I'm thinking is helping me stay away from it. I'm not turning to what helps me when I'm feeling down, because that's what is the circle, isn't it? You're feeling down, you're feeling fat, you're feeling bloated, depressed. All right, eat some more, and then go for a sleep because you feel so like you've overdosed on food, So yeah, but I agree. But the community was the number one. Hopefully I get the clarity. It's definitely there. Hopefully the suppression kicks in soon because I don't know how long I can hold out without eating a cake, a whole cake. I don't know if I will, but
I always tell people if you want cake, have some, but just have a little piece of it.
once I eat
Not
the
that,
bite,
huh?
it's as soon as I have a bite of it, and it's sitting there looking at me, and then what happened is I'll resist, and then 12 o'clock at night, I'm like, nope, I got to go and get it, So I haven't felt like that in a while, but I'm worried about it. So staying away. So it's been great. It's all good.
So you kind of mentioned the brain fog, which is kind of a ironic thing because they're actually in somewhat late studies on GLP-1s treating long COVID and the brain fog. So there is a little bit, probably a little bit of truth with that, taking care of the long COVID. And I think we're going to come out with a lot of things that this is treating, that they're looking into now. For example, they're saying with ovarian diseases, certain types of cancer, addiction, all sorts of new ways that Alzheimer's disease. They're saying that, it helps prevent it by, I think it's like 15%, which, to me, that's
That's
great.
brilliant.
We don't have a medication to prevent it. So,
No, I have my friend,
it is a wonder drug.
my close friend, his mum, who I've known most of my life, she's got it now, and it's. I don't know how bad it was until you see it and hear it. I have to call her about 3 or 4 times a day because she keeps trying to get out of the house to go to see a bank manager. So I have to keep
Mhm.
ringing her and saying, "I'm the bank manager and we're closed today." And, it's horrendous. If that can help anyone, even a little bit, it's great. Also, I found out it's not proven yet, but apparently it's helped people give up cigarettes, smoking.
Absolutely. A lot of addictions. Uh,
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that say that they just can't have more than one drink. Part of it is because it just doesn't taste the same. And I'm
I've
sure
heard
part of
that
it
too.
also has to do with the slow stomach emptying, and you could really feel those drinks a lot quicker because of
Really.
that.
But the taste of it too, apparently I've heard that as well,
Hmm.
you know. Um, I haven't drank in 5 years. Um, so I haven't smoked cigarettes in about the same time. Um, but I mean, I was already there. It's just, again, it's weird because since I stopped smoking and drinking is when I've gotten healthy. Do you know what I mean? It's like, wow. Yeah. So if you can help and all those, I wish I had it back then. Yeah, that'd be
Hmm.
fantastic. It's a miracle drug, you know? It is.
It is, and I'm really looking forward to the next generation of medications coming out because one, I think they're going to lower the prices of the older stuff.
Oh
And
yeah,
I think
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and who knows what the future, treatments are going to be with this medication.
Yeah, well, I've heard though we don't know the long-term effects of this yet. I hear that a lot. But again, I have to make the choice because I may not find out what the long-term effects are. I won't be here, So it balance it out. But I have heard we don't know yet, but so far it's doing good. So how we don't know, you know.
Do
Yeah.
they know the long-term effects of any medication? I mean, I don't know about there, but here they advertise medications to the public on TV, on
Yeah.
commercials, and it's like the first, they just go through this list really quickly. Do not take it if you're allergic. It may cause diarrhea, may cause constipation.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
And
Huh,
I'm
what?
thinking, give us a little credit. Like I'm not going to take it if I know I'm allergic to it. I mean, it's like they
Yeah,
have to put,
but
yeah.
there's people who really want to lose weight, and all right, give you an example I've noticed, and I'm guilty of it too. So when I was researching it, I go on YouTube to see who's
Mhm.
and how it's working. If it wasn't working or if it was slow for someone, I don't know. I'm not interested in that channel. I want to see the ones who are losing it by week and what's happening. And I think the problem with that is, it's like people, they don't want to hear what they don't want to hear with allergic. They just want to take it. You know, it's just that's the most important. And again,
How do you know
it is
you're
important.
allergic unless you take it?
I know, right? But again, the doctor, it's best to check with him just to let him know what you're doing or her. And because if I'm allergic to apples and walnuts, and it does say on the application form, are you allergic to nuts? And I had to, only slightly, but I had to say it. And I was like, oh no, they're going to say no. But I didn't want to lie because I don't want to have, is it an epileptic? No, I can't, I don't know. Does, the shock where uh,
Mhm.
I'm paranoid about stuff
Anaphylactic.
like that. Yeah, that's the word. Yeah, sorry. I told you I wasn't as clever as the other guys, or people, girls you talk to. The last girl you were speaking to, I know I'm going to come on and sound stupid compared to that. But anyways, again, no. So yeah, people should have some more credit, but also the people who are clever enough, they still ignoring certain things. I know we don't know if you're allergic and all that, but still you need to really check with your GP if it's right for you, And I'm on loads of medication, so I don't flip out like he thinks I'm going to. But he God, what's that battery? But he thinks I turn it down. Sorry. Yeah, he thinks I'm gonna flip out, but with taking Manjaro, I need to make sure is it going to interact or affect all that. So yeah, it's best to check. Everyone, please check. I don't want anything bad happening to us. We're a good community, and we'll make sure we're all good for that.
Absolutely. Your health is very important to both of us. So
Yeah,
please.
yeah, it really is. And I'm feeling the love from everyone, so I want to give back if that helps. But yeah, I don't
Getting
want
advice on Facebook is great, but please, if it's important, check with your physician or your healthcare provider, whatever one you use.
100%.
So, what would you say to people about to start? What would your biggest advice be?
Do as much research as you can. I did, but I'm still learning, so I feel like I didn't do enough. Reading all the instructions was one thing, but I'm still learning so much from it. Yeah, so those are the things that I really wished I had done more of. Like those people, I was like ignoring certain things, but again, I didn't know. And watching some people's channels, which have been really helpful, like my friend, who's a friend now, Manjaro with Ali. I've watched
I'm doing an
him.
interview with him next week.
I know, he told me, yeah. I was like, you ain't big enough for her. What are you on about? No, we're always playing with each other, Actually, we've done a video together.
First.
Obviously, I said, she's getting the subscribers for her first, before they watch you. I was going to say was, we did a video yesterday, me and him, for the first time. We've been talking for months, but not actually.
Yeah, I watched part of it. I was doing an interview, so I couldn't see the.
Oh, right. So I forgot they uploaded it. Yeah, but as I say, like even though he's been a friend, I've watched some of his videos. I was like, oh, didn't know that, didn't know this. So yeah, should have known. Really check out everything you need to check out. That's what you should have done.
And join as many support groups as you can.
Yeah, my support group. I noticed this. I made it for everyone so we could talk better. Share and help. And I've noticed they're all helping each other in there. I don't have to do much of the work, and it's wow. Mm-hmm. But I have to accept people. You've got a group. I'm in yours, but I don't know if I've seen people.
I don't do much with my group yet because I'm trying to build to get monetization, which should be very shortly, hopefully, and then I'll get a little bit more into that.
Well, I don't know if you've had it, but I've had people even answer. I put questions so I know they're not fake or a robot, and they're answering the questions, but they're trying to sell the Manjaro. I says to people in my group, why would you buy some Manjaro from a faceless person on Facebook, which you can tell, like there'd be a lady and she's all really hot, and I'm like, does it look like she's taking it? Do you know what I mean? So, and I know people will be desperate for it,
It's a good way to get your group shut down too.
I'm sure, yeah, but I always make sure, and when I see a hot man or a hot girl, I'm like, I'm suspicious. And then you see they've only got one picture, and then I saw Manjaro not straight up on their profile, Manjaro Ozempic messaged me. I was like, no chance. Because one, they'll probably just take your money and do nothing. But I watched a TV show where they are sending stuff, and they've sent it to a lab, and it wasn't. So you don't know what you're getting, So right. Just be careful with that.
I was told here, like I said, with the compound companies, the pharmacies that we have, check them out. I know the medications coming out of them aren't FDA approved, but the pharmacies themselves are FDA approved. And always stick with one of those. Do your homework, do your research, and if you're, I don't care if you're getting it from same compound lab, read the prescriptions, because sometimes the same dose comes in a different concentration, and we wouldn't want to see anybody overdosing or underdosing themselves.
Yeah, and also don't take more than you need at the time.
Right.
Just slowly build, and don't be impatient if you haven't lost anything straight away. But yeah,
It's the
it's
medication.
yeah, But yeah, I mean,
Take the damn shot.
yeah, just take it. Oh, did you see the video where I was pretending to take it in my head?
I didn't see that one. I'll have to watch.
It was a joke, right? So I says, I don't know why I've always been a bit playful, right? But I know kind of one of the shocking playful. So I wanted to show people today is my second jab and I'm a bit nervous, but I heard if you stick it in your temple, it's supposed to really help a lot more. So I took it out and I was going to take it anyway at that time, but I was like, all right, turn away. And I got in the comments, what the hell, So, but everyone was laughing. Yeah, it's because I went, I got ya. But just stuff like that. But yeah, take it in the right place and don't put it in your temple. Whatever. Don't watch my videos just in case. Yeah.
I will. Any closing remarks? Because I don't want to keep you all day.
All right. Well, first of all, I want to say again, thank you for inviting me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel privileged. Don't think I was big enough to be on it, but again, I know I'm good looking, so there you go. And it was nice to finally talk to you. Again, you look great. So yeah, and also everyone, the community, and I'm sure you have it the same. I just want to say you are fantastic. Didn't know you were there. Now I do. Love you all. So that was it.
And hopefully we could have a reunion in a couple months and see how you're doing.
I'll come over and see you, and we'll go out for dinner. I heard I'm dying to try biscuits in America.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, I don't know what it is about them because our biscuits are cookies. You could say what you call cookies, biscuits to us and cookies. But I've seen my mate use these biscuits and oh my God. So yeah, I'm coming over and we'll get some biscuits. But yeah.
There you go. And I want to thank you for doing this. And once again, this channel is going to be linked in the description. Please make sure that you go over there, like and subscribe. Very inspirational, funny guy, honest, just
Handsome.
just your average Joe. I mean, it's great to see that.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't give out advice, but I show you what I'm doing. You too. And I hope to do it again when I've lost 100 pounds.
And you'll be beardless then, huh?
Those hands won't be without it.
Okay, well, that's a wrap for today.
Thanks. Bye.